Before we get this video started, I wanted to say that we are collecting donations for the next 2 weeks for Valor Service Dogs. And Valor Service Dogs donate dogs trained as service dogs to veterans in need. So guys, if you are interested in donating to Valor Service Dogs, there is a wish list in the description below that will ship straight to the shop, and we will take it over to them. So guys, thanks and enjoy the video. Guys, Uncle Sam is coming back together. Let me show you what's up here. Georgie, what are you doing?
Making some power, man.
Oh yeah, that's what I want to hear. So check that out, man. George is in here modifying this thing so we can get that pulley on here. This is a smaller pulley. This is going to make probably about a pound, pound and a half more. So we are using our ugly old snout that we had, but we are using a newer blower. So not the one that the screw went through. We're using a better blower that has been modified even more to make more power. All right, so we've removed this area right in here, and everything about the blower has been ported even nastier. So we got our 102mm opening, and we are waiting on our Nick Williams 102mm throttle body to come in, and that's going to be pretty darn sweet. We might not have the throttle body in time for Cleveland cars, but we're going to make as much power as we possibly can. Oh, look at that real quick, though, before it goes on. Love the steam port, man. Pretty tasteful. Georgie's got the new
you could almost
blower
say
going on.
It's smoking.
Oh. Mm-hmm. Liam, what are you doing in there? So guys, a subscriber sent this in. I thought this was really freaking awesome. I was like, that is so freaking cool. And that. Perfect. Freaking love it. Looks really kind of a lot like one of our dogs, Dory. All right, what do we got here, Liam?
A new engine, and that's really all.
Look at how freaking awesome George ported that throttle body. It's pretty sweet, man. All right, Liam, hold that steady. Let's get this on there. All right, so we got a reinforced brick. That is also something that is really, really important. Did not have one of those before. And Liam is putting on a throttle body. Got our new fuel system. We got a hop switch over there. So we get our boost reference from the back of the blower. And that's actually going to be shared with the boost reference that we have here. When we hit the right amount of boost, that is going to trigger our hop switch, which is going to, we're going to show you the fuel system that we have going underneath the car there. All right, so we're using a Ditchworks pump, which is the same exact one that we used for my dad's car, which is the Legend. That pump worked fantastic in its own right, but we're using that to supplement the pump that we have, which we also have another Ditchworks pump in the tank. For extreme amount of power that we're hoping to make if and when we get a bigger blower, this should be able to do the job. So also on the account of fueling, we're going to go up. We just went to a dual 15, so that is normally, so that's about 15 gallons per hour is what that means right there. So we had a 10 and a 15 before, but now we're really, really pushing this methanol system to the max. Now, I absolutely love methanol because it is the most highly oxygenated fuel, and that really is going to, well, help with power, basically. We're gonna have better cooling, more room in our fuel system, and higher overall octane. All right, so guys, let me touch on this reinforced brick again. This is actually a really popular modification in the LSA crowd. For the longest time, we were not seeing many bricks that had kind of caved in, but over time, they most certainly can and will, and we are seeing more and more of them. Now, what can cause that is basically if we have some sort of problem with the cooling system here, or if you really start cramming in more and more boost, higher and higher PSI, it'll do something like that. So there you go. We have that one is caved in, and thus you lose volume for your cooling right there. Definitely don't want that to happen. So Laz is actually repairing one right now. Kind of interesting how he did it very much like a body shop, kind of welding in something and pull it back out. So that's working pretty darn nicely. We definitely don't want to lose any volume or flow right there. This is going to help the overall performance of that brick and our cooling system for the blower as well. I heard you came to get down, not to sit down.
Yeah, that's right. I'm just kneeling right now.
Many hands make light the work. So we got some helpers from far away. Oh, put it in there, Liam. Let me get you a little stretch. There you go. Hell yeah, brother. Nice. She's coming together. All right, so we had this venting the atmosphere before. Gonna run our CTSV cold air intake, which gets air from down in there. And we kind of have some holes cut down in here. Air filter kind of resides down in there. Squirrel and acorn at it again. Jeez, boy. Liam, I definitely appreciate your enthusiasm. So on the bottom side, let's check out this freaking awesome Speed Engineering exhaust that they sent us. Dual 3-inch all the way back. Love the X-pipe. Pretty freaking savvy. So Laz extended this a bit right there and kind of welded in that brace I see, right? That's a little custom. Trying to just keeping that off the diff, and kind of extended it a little bit back there as well. Really fits quite nice. We had to kind of clearance the bumper just a smidge right around the side, but man, I'm really happy with it. Those tips look awesome. Can't wait to see it on the ground. And again, I wanted to reiterate, this is a Camaro system, so this was not designed exactly for this car, but we kind of modded it to fit. So right now we're addressing some issues with, this is our intercooler lines going to the blower, and that is very, very close to the exhaust, so we're going to be wrapping that up. All right, so we're about ready to wrap this thing in fiberglass, and George, you ready?
Oh yeah.
Man, definitely getting some fiberglass on your hands is not fun. That's pretty sweet looking. So we're going to wrap both the lines and the exhaust to try and minimize the heat transfer going to our cooler tank. Oh man, Timmy, put that back on, man. I need to see your OSHA approved mask right there. All right. Definitely don't want to breathe fiberglass, but I see you got protection.
Safety first.
Safety third.
Oh, third.
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 Wow, look at the shimmering glitter all over the place there. I don't have my OSHA mask on. Dang.
Oh Lord. I'm just kidding. You're gonna need some ear protection when this unit fires up.
Hey, I came prepared from work, so pal, I got.
Oh, Jeremy needs those.
I actually got some. I got some earplugs in my pocket. All right. So while they're finishing that up, we wanted to kind of show you. So we tapped into the tank. This is a -6 going to our Deechworks pump. Going through, got a one-way check valve, and it is filtered. And going back again, teeing into there, and then going back to the front. So that right there is going to tee into our fuel line, which is going up. We should be able to supply very decent amount of volume and pressure. That we should not have any sort of pressure drop like we had before. All right, the girls just got back from the track.
Hey.
No.
Hey. That's all our cars run. Hey. What?
All right, this thing is back together. We got a few more things to tie up. George is putting the fuel in, and we are patiently awaiting. Yeah, we need a little zip tie right there. I was just looking at that.
So what's changed? You got a forged bottom end now.
Yes, 6.2. We now have more boost. We have 6.0.
Oh, it's 6.0.
So now a better blower, not a blower that a screw has gone through. More boost, more methanol, bigger exhaust.
Little Mountain Dew. Dang. How much power do you think this rig's gonna make?
Hoping about 800. We're waiting on a throttle body still.
And you think you got the trans figured out too, right?
Well, we put a new trans controller in it, and I got to read that in just a moment. You about ready there, guys?
Yep.
Come on, George. Golly. It's all on the ground.
There is some on the ground.
Acorn, get back.
Get him, Liam. Acorn, get back in the car. Oh, shit. You forgot the head gasket, George. Damn it. It ain't gonna run too good out of them. Son of a biscuit.
So it's about 1 a.m. and we just kind of found that we have a problem with the main power that supplies the fuse box comes straight off the alternator. We are hypothesizing that this could have happened when we had, I guess we had power hooked up and possibly got rained on with the hood off, or maybe we could have dropped one of the cables or something while the battery was still connected even though the engine was out, just so that we can move the car. Liam, you look exhausted. So we had power coming from right here. So this attached right in here, and we had power, and we don't have power on the other side. This is kind of like probably the biggest fusible link I think I've ever seen. So we're gonna replace this. Yeah, I guess we have a temporary solution. All right, so there's our solution going on. Yay!
Contact.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Want me to hook the battery charger back up?
Please. You ready, George?
No.
I'm just, oh, sorry, I just gotta prime it real quick. There goes the intercooler pump. Oh, that's a good gurgling. All right, fellas.
I'm ready.
The moment.
Of truth.
She's gonna need a little bit more.
We need a happy start, not a sad start.
You want to try it again?
All right. There we go. All right, we got juice on juice.
Happy start.
So, Liam, it's 1 a.m. I'm tired. All right, so just in the event that we have something crazy going on, we're going to turn the motor over by hand so that we know that it's not hydrolocked or anything like that. Seems like it turns fine, huh? Turns good. All right, so we're going to swap the starter. See if she starts. Oh, man. sounds good. That sounds good. All right, we got 60 pounds of oil pressure. All right, guys, so we're gonna check everything on it. I think George just cacawed. Hey, our bank 202 sensor looks a little dead. Bank 202 sensor looks a little dead. So that isn't moving at all right there. Bank 2, that's at 453. This one right here is showing rich, which is what I totally expect. Ethanol is showing 78%, so we got a pretty good amount of E in there. All right, so I thought that 02 was dead. It's coming around though. Everything sound okay? Sounds a little.
I mean, I'm waiting for a lifter to point them.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. Yeah, so I don't think the lifters have totally pumped up yet. Holding good oil pressure. Valve train sounds good.
That sounds good.
It all sounds awesome.
Yeah, let me check that out. Now it's not that rich, that's actually oil burning off. And that looks really good. Sounds awesome. Full attempt's 176.
176?
Yeah. All right, I want to make sure our steam port thing works really good. I kind of had to go up and then down. That's not ideal. I wanted to have that going up all the way, but just can't. You got to go up and then down and then back around. But pressure release. What's that?
I've got a raise right here.
Yeah, it would still have to go up and then down around the intake though, either which way. Definitely a good amount of. Wow, there's definitely a lot of heat on these. Or no, I'm grabbing the wrong one. Sorry. Yeah, it is. Okay. Yeah.
You can see it.
Oh, yeah.
Way to go there.
You gonna start dealing this thing?
I need to start dealing some other stuff though. Not that the BMW or something. Not a lot of vacuum, I will say that. It's idle and it's 79 to 80 kPa. Huh?
Sorry.
Yeah, they look good. No, it looks good. It looks good.
Okay.
It took a long time for it to heat up, but it did start coming around. All right, so let's give her some more throttle. Yeah, the exhaust is way more cackly off throttle. Yeah. Hey, squeeze the intercooler pump lines. All right, so guys, a really common problem on something like this is going to be intercooler. Is going to be the intercooler pump lines. Anything on a supercharged car. I mean, I had a brand new 2018 ZL1 that we just had an issue with because put brand new heat exchangers on it, had an issue. So guys are telling me that they want the mufflers gone. Kind of no.
Sounds perfect the way
It sounds
is.
good. It sounds good. So anyway, I had a 2018 ZL1 that changed the heat exchangers, had an air bubble in it, and we fixed the air bubble. The car picked up about 84 wheel horsepower. So that was last week up at Keith's Pit Stop. But now we're just trying to go through all the bugs on this thing and really get her up and running. For him, get Sam up and running here. So guys, sorry, I'm exhausted. It is it's 1:49. What a day. First day back from Pennsylvania, and man, been a butt-kicking day, but I can't wait to die on this thing tomorrow. I want to do some street pulls on it.
It's got the rattle to it.
All right, so let's see real quick here. We're gonna make some more. We're gonna make some boost real quick here. Anytime that goes over 100, it's making some boost. So let's see. That's 10 pounds right there. Dang. That's 10 pounds on not even just nice little rip.
Going pretty smooth?
Yeah, 10 pounds of boost just like that.
What?
Oh, the trees like the ship right. I haven't finished riding the tutor.
All right, this is my first official ride in this car, actually.
Seriously?
I haven't ever even ridden in it.
that was in it did have a tune. I think it was from a 2010 Camaro, so we're just gonna like gradually just kind of walk into it, get into the methanol. Oh, time slip.
Something
There
just
it goes.
flew off the car, like from the front. I don't know what it was.
There's some leaves and stuff.
It was
Oh.
big.
You got sport mode. There's an insane amount of heat coming off the where there's no hood right now. Little tap tappy. That was it.
What was that smoke? Did you see that puff of smoke?
We got some thick water. It's
It's pulling.
Gonna pull good. Go load in the new tranny tune and then just try it again. Ooh,
Oh, what? Tires rubbing?
nah, there's some smoke.
Oh.
If that's oil on the windshield, then it's definitely that.
What is it?
That's just not sensitive. Yeah, that's oil. So that's our blow by right now, and I mean, should tighten up. All right, so we went down the road and my wife saw something go up and I didn't see it at all. And apparently we lost our fuse box cover, and we have our valve cover is still open right there. We need to put that port on. So this is our first shakedown. We also had a problem with this shoulder of the idler right there. So that guy is broken, and I don't know if we got another one, but we're gonna make this work. So, but until then, we're ready to put it on the dyno. So you guys will have to watch that in the next video. They're coming up very short. So guys, I'm so glad Uncle Sam is back up and running. I was really missed driving this car, and it is finally time to get it back up on the dyno. So guys, thanks for watching. God bless you. We'll see you soon.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby.